Hello.
Jeez, now he's doing weird accents.
Hello.
Abby,
Hey, welcome to this episode of Press Start TV. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got all kinds of greatness to go over with all of you today. My name's Will. This is Nine.
Hello.
This is Gage.
Hi.
That is Sam.
Hey.
Let's get into it. Let's talk about Nintendo.
Okay.
Nintendo's always fun to talk about.
Yep.
What's your favorite thing about Nintendo?
Right now?
Yeah.
The Yoshi yarn amiibos.
Oh, I'm so excited!
And they're not even
I
out
want
yet.
one.
Like they're coming in the fall.
Who sent me the text about, is this the cutest thing you've ever... Yeah.
Hey, I said it's true. It was a picture included to all you guys, and it said, "Isn't this the cutest thing you're ever going to see?"
And what's really funny is I didn't get the
And
picture.
I said no because I saw baby Stoat playing with hide and seek with something at the same time.
So, but
Oh,
the
right,
real
you
answer
said, yeah.
was Yoshi yarn amiibos.
I
which is
don't
on-
even have amiibos and I want one.
Right, and I don't. I won't even. I don't
they actually
use
made
my
out of
amiibos,
yarn?
Really. Huh?
They actually made
They're-
it
They're
yarn.
plushy.
Plushy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if they're made of yarn, but I know the outside is a yarn texture.
Well, you know
yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah.
It's a cloth amiibo versus a hard plastic nonsense. Like
So we had the Yoshi, and then we also got the Splatoon amiibos.
Splatoon amiibos are also
Splatoon
announced.
amiibos are out, yeah.
So that'll launch with the game. May 29th was the date we were given. So we actually have a hard date for Splatoon and their amiibos. And that's they're coming out with a boy amiibo, the boy inkling, the girl inkling, and then the 3-pack.
the 3-pack.
That's the only way to get the squid.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And each amiibo comes with like 15 missions for the campaign and cool other stuff. So,
Well, let's talk about Splatoon.
okay.
We played it.
We did play
Yes,
it.
we
Played it
did.
at PAX.
Did you
Very,
get a chance to
very
get a hold of that?
weird.
I did not, but I sat there and watched it probably for 30 minutes just watching.
And we want to thank Krista at Nintendo. You're the best. Thank you so much. But yeah, the game itself.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun, but it's very weird.
It's weird. It's weird.
It's so weird.
I know why you're going to say.
The controlling?
Yeah, because of the controller.
There's 3 axes. It doesn't make any sense to me.
But once you get the hang of it.
5 minutes.
Once you
and
get the
then
hang of
you're
it,
getting
it's definitely got a learning curve.
So,
for
okay,
sure.
in the game's defense, but this is the first time that we played it. We got a line of people watching us. We're all feeling the pressure competing.
Yeah, but we're professional gamers.
Yeah, that's true. And we did win, by the way, just for the record.
Yeah.
No thanks to me, though. I was
Not-
bottom.
Yeah.
So what Nan was talking about is there a third axis, so you can actually control the game with everything, but you also use the aiming with the
Move
up
with the
and
left
down of
stick.
the
you
game.
move.
Control the camera with the right stick, and
But you look up
aim
and down.
with the tablet's motion sensor.
left and
It's
right.
very, very confusing when you first start.
That's the only drawback I have on it right now. Other than that, it's a great looking game. It's very smooth. It's not slow. Like I thought it was gonna be a much
Yeah.
slower game. And the movement system is very nice.
You mean
getting
the-
around the
the-
map?
It's smooth.
The whole
very
like
smooth.
getting the transportation when you respawn, like spawning
Respawning.
on a character.
That's That's fun. I mean, it's good. It gives you that Battlefield feel, but it's not really anything.
I think
but
it's different than that because it's really cool because you actually spawn first and then you jump
Yeah,
Right.
in
That's
squid
cool.
form
But
over
what I was
to the
talking
character,
about
which is really cool.
moving around as a squid underground.
Oh,
like when you paint
in
the
stealth,
ground and
kinda, you
you
can't fire and you fire and you come visible.
Painting the ground doesn't actually net you any points.
No, painting.
Painting the walls.
No, it's painting the
no,
ground.
opposite.
Walls don't count.
Yeah.
Oh, I have it backwards.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
ground.
Did you play?
I don't.
Maybe that's why he wanted to go.
That's why it was terrible because I was just painting the walls the whole time. Like, no.
But when we did talk to Krista, I had no idea at the time, but there is a campaign.
Yes.
There is a campaign. Yes, it was in the trailer playing above us, which we couldn't focus on.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
The other thing about Splatoon, we'll knock off real quick, is they're getting rid of voice chat for Splatoon. There's no voice chat for online play.
Yeah, they want to keep a positive atmosphere.
Keep a positive atmosphere.
Family
They don't
friendly.
Family friendly is another thing they want. I mean, for a new IP for Nintendo, that makes sense because they don't want to have that negative aspect that an online community can bring to a game that's
Especially a
competitive
competitive online community.
for Nintendo.
Yeah.
I think it's a good decision also because I think it adds, it makes you play differently. It's like, you know what I mean?
You have to pay attention to
Right.
what your teammates are doing instead of just relying on what they're saying.
Yes.
Cool.
And you can't tell them they're terrible.
Release date on that yet? Do we know?
May 29th.
May 29th on Splatoon. That game's going to be awesome. Check that out. Speaking of more awesome games from Nintendo, we got Mario Maker.
Mario Maker was given a window to release finally.
When was that?
September.
September.
So get ready for that.
30
So
days.
a holiday game for Nintendo on that. This was, everybody calls this the inevitable game. I mean, people were already doing this.
Yeah.
They were already
Yeah.
modding, Mario, clearly. I remember I saw one video on the line where a guy asked his wife to marry him by modding the coins at a Nintendo game. I thought
yeah.
that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Well, now everyone can do it.
Yeah, so
now
everybody
it's
can
less
make their own game.
original.
It's kind of like a Little Big Planet type of thing, But you can make your own levels, show off your small game design skills,
that
maybe.
Far.
Yeah, because I don't think I haven't seen
Little Big
anything.
Planet's got a lot of stuff you can do.
A little
in
more
it.
in depth, you think?
Little Big Planet's way more in depth
Okay.
because people are making things in Little Big Planet that they never expected to make.
But I got a feeling.
But Mario Maker is strictly like Mario side scrolling.
Level design.
That's what it is.
Can you go online and play other people's levels?
You can download other people's levels, I believe.
I think they came out and said that direct,
And like Nintendo will make levels that you can download and try and stuff.
which I imagine will be pretty popular.
Oh yeah.
So Mario Maker, just so you know, is a game where you can go back and forth between old school 8-bit Mario and the current Wii U graphics Mario for New Super Mario Brothers and games like that. Toggle it back and forth, but you create the levels and then have other people play them or play through them yourselves. Or as now
You
I'm
can
saying,
have
you can
Goombas
download.
going everywhere.
Yeah.
You could have coins
Or have
everywhere.
this guy put like 5 hammer throwers right in front of you and you can't go anywhere.
It was possible.
And it's a Bloodborne boss.
One,
Now that makes Bloodborne look easy.
one lucky jump you can get through, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I do have one
well,
burning question. Is there an 8-bit Yoshi?
There's been, now see, I saw this online that it made me think of you, because there has been an 8-bit Mario Yoshi somewhere.
I've seen
Yeah,
an
there is an 8-bit Yoshi.
Like it's a
out there, but I haven't seen
fan-made
the
8-bit
picture.
Yoshi.
But it's from a different Mario game where he's like a dream sequence where he sees an 8-bit Yoshi or something like that.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, so it's out there, but there you go.
Okay, so we're also celebrating 30 years of Mario now?
And 9.
Yeah.
And 9?
Apparently.
But yes, they're celebrating the 30th year of Super Mario Bros. Being out, so they're making a big deal of Super Mario Bros. In general. So I think
Yeah,
you're going to see a
because
lot of Mario.
technically Mario is older than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're going to see
Jumpman.
Jumpman.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see a lot of that side-scrolling kind of classic Mario.
Legally
stuff this
changed his
year
name
that's
in
gonna be
1985.
Really celebrated.
That was the whole process.
Yeah, you know. Back then it wasn't easy.
Lucas is coming to Super Smash Brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You seem really excited about that.
He is like super,
I'm excited
like crazy.
for any Smash Bros. News in general, because this, because Mewtwo's coming out this week, or is already out for
Mewtwo.
Club Nintendo
Right.
players. So Lucas is coming in June.
Lucas
and this-
is
from
Earthbound?
Mother 3.
Okay.
So that same series.
Right,
Yeah, same
So
series. Just
that is opening up the door for all kinds of DLC for Super Smash Bros. Because that means they're working on new characters. They're listening to the community. And another thing they opened up is the Smash ballot.
the ballot.
What is that?
There's a
So
lot
it
of
is
people
basically a
jumping on
form
this
to fill
bandwagon.
out to go on the internet and write in any character you want and give them a description why, what games are from. Nintendo's going to take this into consideration, and that's how they're going to work on new DLC going forward.
It's great fan service.
The top
Great fan
requested
service.
character right now,
I mean, you got it.
Banjo
Right.
Kazooie.
Yeah.
That seems, why hasn't that been thought of before?
Well, I
Well,
mean,
because
I'm sure it's
Rare
been
is
thought
now
of.
owned by Microsoft,
Yeah.
so everybody's been on the fence about it. But Phil Spencer actually tweeted about. Somebody tweeted Phil Spencer about getting Banjo-Kazooie in Smash Brothers.
Gosh,
And Phil Spencer replied back.
I was like,
"We
yeah.
would love to have that because we've worked with IPs in the past
Dude,
to get them in other games."
I didn't even think about it until you just said it, and then I was like, that makes too much sense.
His mind just exploded.
Yeah, he has to be in there.
So other characters people are throwing around are like Bayonetta, Wonderful Red, guys like that. Super Meat
Waluigi.
Boy is being considered. Really,
Who?
Super Meat Boy.
Yeah.
That's what I
Okay.
hadn't heard.
That
Doesn't
would be
really.
interesting.
I don't think that'll happen.
But the thing that I was worried
so
about
when he gets
it was
smashed,
first announced,
does he?
it blows
like,
up.
blow
Yeah.
up?
But the thing I was
Meatball.
worried about was third-party characters. I didn't think we'd see any. But then Nintendo came out and was like, "Yeah, we're open to anybody.
Yeah.
I want to hear all of your ideas."
I've seen some really crazy ones. I saw somebody request Kratos, actually.
So
The Shovel
that'll be
Knight's a
tough.
huge one, too.
That'll be tough.
Shovel Knights, yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Well, I mean,
That's that.
if that happens, all I gotta say is, here's the Smash Brothers continuation blowing up.
Yeah.
Because somebody even whoever loves that character is going to go play that game because their favorite character's in that game. So if they put I don't want to, Lucas, I'm sure is beloved by some people,
Oh yeah,
but
he's a huge character.
you know what I mean. But if he goes in there, it's like, okay, now I'm going.
That's like adding Shulk into Smash
Right,
4.
that
So
kind
people
of
are going to go play Xenoblade Chronicles
or even
X now.
Bayonetta. I mean,
Yeah, sure.
It's like, maybe I'll get into the Smash Brothers now just because of that. Anyway, we'll have more Nintendo stuff right after this. Hey, what's happening? So more Nintendo stuff. Nintendo's got all kinds of stuff. Of course, this is following up on Nintendo Direct.
Yes.
Which a ton of announcements were made. The N64/DS games for the Wii U Virtual Console.
Yeah. So
that's
finally-
happening.
Yeah. So we're finally getting, and there's some out now. Yoshi's Island for the DS and Super Mario 64 are out now, or came out the day of the Direct. So we're getting not new N64 games, but N64 games finally come to the Virtual Console. DS games that we hadn't had before on your Wii U. So
I wonder if that's going to drive the sales of N64 consoles in
I
games.
mean, I always thought that new stuff always drove old stuff too.
Yeah, like they're like, oh, I remember that. Let me go back and play it, on the original.
Right.
I think every time someone new experiences something old, they go out and find it because there's more.
They play it in the original form, and it's.
Here's my take on those older games.
Value.
Those games don't look as pretty as anything nowadays, but they're just as fun. They were still fun games.
I still think Super Mario 64.
Just telling Gage when we got here tonight that I just played through Resident Evil 2 on my Vita. Because
Is that the best Resident Evil?
It's not.
Yes, it is. It is the best Resident Evil.
I'll look right here the whole time. Let
It's
you know that Resident Evil 4 is the best
campaigns
one.
in one.
It's the best.
Listen,
You're an idiot for thinking
Resident Evil 4.
otherwise.
I purposely set that up. He was
know.
on it. I mean, literally 2
He
seconds
thinks
later.
for the escort mission of Doom.
It's the best escort mission ever, though.
It's the worst.
She's the
escort
best AI there is. You
No.
tell her to do 2 things.
You think?
I
You
think-
think?
say,
Wait,
go
wait,
with
wait,
them,
wait,
and you
wait,
say,
wait,
hold
wait,
on,
hold on,
hold
stop,
on.
stop.
You
You think that she is better than Elizabeth
don't say
from
it.
Bioshock Infinite?
She listens better than Elizabeth.
Really? Because Elizabeth throws you things.
So?
All she does is cower in a corner and get shot.
And you know who she also is better than? Ellie. Because Ellie got me killed about 15 times playing last
All
time.
right,
Ellie
break.
can defend.
Wow.
Let's talk about the bosses on AI and see if you can back me up on this. Best AI on a Resident Evil boss, Code Veronica.
The Bandersnatch.
No, the Queen.
Are you talking about
How
Alexandria,
did it
the
go
actual
from
queen?
The actual
Nintendo
queen.
I don't know.
to
Bandersnatch is
Resident
pretty,
Evil?
pretty spot on,
Like,
man. Like
dude,
they can hit
I
you from
just-
anywhere in the room.
I tried and tried and tried to beat her.
That-
And I got
you
one
wanted
lucky
out?
shot and
That
finally
fight
got her.
Here.
That fight was a living
Not worrying about
nightmare.
Yeah, it was.
Nintendo.
Okay, so let's get back to Nintendo.
You know you're doing my job.
Salty salmon.
64 DS games on the virtual Wii U console. So obviously, anytime Nintendo can throw back to their older stuff, there is an audience there. They'll continue to do things. Which why some people are excited about Nintendo games on the mobile phones, of course.
Except for
but
the 2 that were just announced.
except for those two. But Nintendo's got every Nintendo console has a great library of games, especially the first-party Nintendo games. I remember when Resident Evil 4 though did come out in the GameCube. It was amazing.
Come on.
Sorry.
Come on, get past
Okay,
it.
Fatal Frame.
Fatal Frame.
Coming to
I know
the US.
Nine's excited about this.
Yeah,
Tell us
I
about
I really like the first 2, and I want more.
That came out on
They're-
PS2.
PS2 is the first one that came out on. I think they came out on GameCube.
Now, what was
I know there's an iteration on GameCube. I don't know
Which one?
which one it is.
Who knows?
And I know there's one on PS3, but it wasn't a Fatal Frame game, but it was in the same kind of realm as
Universe?
Fatal Frame. It was the same
remember.
concept. Camera goes.
The thing with the Fatal Frame series that I've heard from a lot of people, they either they bought it, got bored with it, didn't like it, traded it in, whatever, or
They loved it.
they loved it.
It's-
like
you
swear up and down by it.
I've found that more people that like the original Silent Hill games like this game because it's very much like the original Silent Hill game.
Yeah, I've
You,
heard.
you
I've
can't
heard
really fight the ghosts. The only way to fight them is with the camera, and if you're out of film, well, you're
Yeah, it's definitely a strat.
Done
Do you
for.
play these games?
No, I've never played a
Fine.
Final Frame.
Nope.
And you guys need to get with it, man.
they're
Oh,
good
I'm
games.
sorry.
If you like,
These are
you guys
great
don't-
games.
But you guys don't like scary games, so that,
He
It's
does.
not that I don't like scary games.
you don't like being scared.
The light's got to be on.
That's not playing it right.
I play a lot of games at night. I'm sorry. But I own scary games.
I'm
Dead
excited
Space.
for this. I'm
Dead Space I
interested
love.
to see where it goes.
Okay.
I don't have a
yeah.
Wii U, though,
I mean,
so-
I guess the biggest announcement was it's coming to the West. A lot of people are afraid it's going to stick
Yeah.
in Japan, but it's coming.
Now this
to
is
the States.
it's coming on the Wii U console. is
Yes.
it?
Yeah.
How about that? That's a score.
So I'm also interested to see what they do with
Yes.
the Wii gamepad. I'm guessing that will
your
be your
camera.
actual camera, and you'll have to frame.
Oh,
makes a
that'll
lot
be
of sense.
interesting.
That makes
That
a lot
would
of
make
sense.
a whole new challenge to the game.
See, now all of a sudden the Wii U pad becomes really cool, and there you go.
I always thought it was cool.
You know, 2 years after it's been out.
All right, Animal Crossing, Happy
Animal-
Home Designer.
Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer.
Across some
Sims.
Sims.
It's basically like a Sims game. You,
Tell me, I don't know anything about this.
so you design houses for the NPCs that live in Animal Crossing.
It's almost like HGTV contracted this game with Nintendo to have it made.
It's the Rachel Ray in-home show.
Oh man, I kept that too long.
But and then with that, the announcement comes. There's this cards that are coming with that are acting as amiibos, and this is for the 3DS. So the 3DS, the NFC reader was announced for it too. But you scan in the cards for that game for new items.
You know,
and I
Nintendo
think
tried to do
characters
the
and
card
things like
thing
that.
years ago with the slider thing in the top of the Game Boy Advance.
That was a terrible idea.
Oh yeah.
It did not work.
No.
Well, they had the cards for I think it was Mario Party or something like that. The box of cards you get with that.
Yeah, they had the little barcodes on the
Yeah.
side, and you scan it, and it's just terrible.
Anyway, But
Anyway.
that's Animal Crossing there. But the better Animal Crossing news is the Mario Kart DLC,
Mario Kart DLC.
which is coming April 23rd,
Somewhere in
I think.
Have you throwing out dates now? Or
No, it's either the 23rd or the 29th.
just
Check our
Picking dates
stats
out
on
of
that.
the
air.
Check our stats on that. I'm not sure.
Fact check it.
Mario Kart 8 getting 200cc. I love this.
Have you
this-
seen the videos yet?
The
I
trailer
did.
for it
Yeah.
is awesome.
Awesome.
Making shortcuts that are just impossible to do.
Yet another game.
I was,
Suck
I was literally online with somebody who was playing NASCAR, and the only thing he kept saying was, "Man, I'm taking a left-hand turn still. I'm taking a left-hand turn still." He just kept saying it over and over again, making fun of
Talking about
himself.
Ace.
And then yeah.
He's mooching my friends.
Yeah, no, and then he goes, and then he starts talking about Mario Kart, and this is how I first heard about it. But I think a lot of NASCAR fans are actually going to get into Mario Kart because that's that much faster now. But it looks fun. It does.
It makes getting around the tracks a whole lot more fun.
Yeah, I mean, because now instead of like, all right, turn, okay, turn, okay, turn. Now it's like, oh my God, turn.
Yeah.
Now jump. All right, over here.
All right, Nate, I'm calling you out. We're going to hook that Let's Play back up with Mario Kart. We're taking you out.
You know, Pink Gold Peach.
Pink Gold Peach is gonna
Pink Gold Peach taking you
for
down.
the win.
No, seriously, it does look like a lot of fun. So it'll be interesting to see all the new characters in the DLC with 200cc.
Yeah, the Animal Crossing characters are coming through. Dry Bowser, and that's it.
Cool.
Yeah.
But the Animal Crossing map looks fun. Anyway,
Animal
Fantasy
Crossing.
Life 2?
Fantasy Life 2 has been announced.
Mobile phones.
Nice.
Only.
What?
Only. That's it.
Right.
Nice.
Hold on, you lost
Only.
me. That's
It was a
no.
great idea,
Yeah,
and then they threw it in the water.
You know, just-
And also, a huge series
Phoenix
for
Wright.
DS is Professor Layton.
Oh, no,
Those games.
Professor Layton.
Yeah.
That's right.
Also,
I love
mobile
that
phones.
series.
Only.
Only.
What?
That's so far that I've seen. Now Nintendo could go back and bring it out for both. I
They
don't
will.
know.
They
I
will.
think-
I'm
They
going
probably
out
will.
and saying that
They
they
probably
will.
will.
That's a bad move.
They
I
probably
think
want
what they're going to do is, since they're releasing it on mobile platforms only, that they'll probably put it on the store as a digital purchase
Like an
versus
eShop
making
purchase?
a cartridge. Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate the fact they're trying to push that along, but that's a bad move.
They're putting two of their biggest IPs from the DS.
But they know that they'll sell bukus
Yeah.
and bukus.
But that
bad
opens up
move.
a market for people who don't have those games that might want to play
Or the
game and play.
consoles.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Because now I can play the Fantasy Life. Since I couldn't
Because he
play it.
has no luck.
I couldn't play the first one.
Now I can play Fantasy Life.
They thought about me. Yay! Well,
Anyway.
we'll be back right after this. Hey there, welcome back. Hey
What
there.
was that?
Hey there. Hey there. Hey,
Howdy,
look,
partner.
Hey there, hi there.
so we've got an interesting topic. I'm very curious to see what we all come up with here. And also, by the way, we'd love to know what you guys think as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do this now. Check us out at youtube.com/PSVGTV and respond to this episode. Comment. We want to know what you think. Anybody who makes a comment, Gage, I'm putting you in charge. I'll make sure that this man right here sends you something. As long as you get him your information, he'll send you something. Okay, so comment. Anyway, our segment is going to be games that we want to see
He's gonna get you
made into
milkshakes.
movies. Okay, so video games that we want to see made into movies. Now, there's been a couple already.
It's been a couple already,
There's
but
been quite a few already.
So let's start with the good ones. What good?
that already exists.
Name one. Name one good
First
movie.
Silent Hill.
later.
Silent Hill?
Silent Hill was a good movie.
Yeah?
I really think so.
Okay.
One of the Resident Evils is probably good.
Yeah.
The first
plug one of
Resident
those
Evil
in
was
there.
okay. The second one I feel was better.
Super Mario Bros.
That was a
Hey,
terrible
now.
movie,
Ooh.
but I love it.
And-
I love it
It's
just
not-
because
it's
it's
not.
so bad.
It's really bad.
No, the list of good ones, the list of
bad
bad
ones.
ones. I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh yeah,
seriously.
there's maybe 5 good ones and like 155 bad ones.
But
so-
the thing about that is, I think that's about to turn around. Because I think there's a lot of video game
There's a
movies
lot
that
of
are in the works
potential.
now.
And Yui Boll is no longer involved with any of these projects.
and technology. I mean, they can achieve some
Oh,
really
yeah.
cool stuff
Sure.
with.
absolutely.
Okay, so let's get started.
Sam, do you want to start?
Sam,
Sam,
what do you?
Sam.
Okay.
Sam.
Don't say WoW.
I'm not. Oh,
Okay,
hell.
good.
I mean, that's already happening.
Oh,
Wow's
no.
already happening.
Don't say Borderlands.
I knew it.
That was on my
I
list.
knew it.
I want to see a
Why?
Borderlands movie.
I think a Borderlands movie would be awesome
I think it would be like
because it'd be like a mix mash of like Mad Max.
No. Tell me why.
Sorry, Mad Max.
Is that your answer?
I was gonna go. Well, I was gonna say the order, but it was pretty much already.
That already is a movie.
already
It's
is
a
a
movie
movie.
in and
So-
of itself.
But I was gonna have to go with Borderlands.
Okay,
Because
so
the
why?
characters are so like awesome, and you can relate to all of them, and it'd be easy. It'd be like just perfect.
But how do you? So seriously, I mean, this is going to be difficult to take, as beloved as those characters are, and put them in a scripted movie.
No.
No, I don't think
No.
No.
Not these
because you don't
characters.
make it a live action movie.
Yeah.
You make it a comic
Yeah.
style movie.
You can't make
Like
it
an
like
anime, almost. Not
like this-
anime, but animated. at
animated.
least.
Yeah.
Or 3D
DreamWorks.
or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
get DreamWorks
Yeah.
to do it and have the cast of the game
Do
Of
voice,
course.
Yeah.
No, it
voice the
has to be
character.
done. It
Because
has
if
to be done.
Scooter isn't Scooter,
And Tiny Tina isn't Tiny
and
Tina.
Tiny Tina's
Forget
not
it.
Tiny Tina,
Right,
it's just
you're
not
done.
going to work.
You're done. Like,
It would make an awesome like CG movie or animated movie.
Yeah.
You on board with
Some
that?
sort.
Yeah, I mean, that was on
Yeah.
my list.
Anytime I can get more Tiny Tina, I'm all
I mean,
set.
I think the thing that makes it easy is the amount of guns. I mean, the combat doesn't have to be too difficult to
Right.
put on a movie, and it's funny.
It's hilarious.
It's a no-brainer.
yeah.
I'm going to have to agree with that. That's a good pick.
That would be an awesome movie, in my opinion, if it was done right.
That's the key. It has to be done.
But isn't
Correctly.
that the key with everything, though? It
There's-
has to be done right. Like, you don't want to make
You, I
something.
mean, you can't like
bad on
half
purpose.
it.
No, but I mean,
You
they
know,
could make
I got a good idea.
They
But we're
could
going to
make
make this
it
movie. So.
They could make it, and it would be okay, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't be perfect. You know what I mean?
But what defines right? I don't understand. Because you can say
top
everything-
quality.
things.
I mean, you leave the movie going, man, that was great. I'd go back and see it. I'm going to buy it on Blu-ray.
let me
whatever.
play that game.
Something like that.
Okay.
You know, word would spread. If it would hit the box office, people are going to talk
Oh, yeah.
about it if it's good. All right, Nan, go ahead. What do you got?
Mine, I've been tossing around ideas along. It's not Bloodborne. It's not. Actually, funny story. You can actually pretty much see a Bloodborne movie. It's called American Werewolf in London.
Not watching it.
It pretty much. No, I'm sorry. The Brotherhood. Watch that movie. It's
Okay.
a French werewolf movie. It's really good, actually. Anyway, now
Because the werewolves are
everybody,
French.
everybody wants to see like an Uncharted movie, which is being made. I want to see a God of War movie. I
Oh,
think
man.
a God of War movie would be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. There's just no doubt.
Special effects in that would have to be,
It would be over the
spot on,
top.
though.
I mean, I think you could create some real emotion
Oh yeah, and
with a good script on a game like that.
Oh, yeah.
man.
and it could be like a 3-part movie series.
I'm going to have to second that one as well.
I've been wanting a God of War movie since I played the first God of War game.
Yeah.
Like I just
And you
like,
could start out with him
this
as a
would make
man.
such a cool movie because there's so many like Greek god movies that there's no reason that this can't be made.
Did you say great guy movies?
Greek god.
Ton of those.
Great guy movies. Yeah, there's a bunch of great guy movies out there.
Now, could it be a trilogy or just a single
It could
movie?
be a trilogy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that.
Because you could
well,
start
no,
out
it wouldn't
with
be
him
a
as
trilogy
man,
because
and-
you know how stories go now. It has to be 4 part.
yeah, that's-
sorry.
Because
we're
the
in
last one
4
has to be split.
it has to be-
Trilogies are a thing in the 90s.
Yeah.
We're now the new millennium.
It still
so-
has to be worthy of, I'm going to go back and see the second one, the third one,
Oh, yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Would you go see that?
I don't know.
Really?
God of War never really captured me, but
Why?
I'll play the games
Yeah,
when they
God
come
of
out.
War is great, dude.
I'll catch it on Redbox or something.
All right,
It's on Redbox.
Gage.
Okay,
That's a plug.
I've got a couple.
Great games that you want to see as movies. You got a couple.
I have a couple. Borderlands was one.
Okay.
The Last of Us is already being worked on, or supposedly.
That was-
I was shocked that they didn't announce the movie when they announced the game.
Sure.
It has to be done.
One that was going to be made that got canned, BioShock.
Yeah,
really
Peter
wanna
Jackson was going to
see-
do that. Yeah.
But what BioShock movie?
The first one. I mean, based on the first game.
Rapture?
Yeah, I think I.
Okay, because that's the one I want to see. I wouldn't mind seeing Columbia, but I really want to see Rapture.
Agreed.
Another one that's in the pipeline that's already been is out there to be worked on is Far Cry.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
There actually is a Far Cry movie and it's terrible.
Well, then I don't care about that one.
It's terrible. It's a Yui Bowl movie.
Okay, well, whatever.
Anyway.
I think Far Cry would be nice just because the characters they usually bring in are kind of dark and twisted, and I like that kind of thing.
Like Far Cry 3, Far Cry 4 kind of.
Yeah, but there's so much interaction between other characters that build the story more and more,
Yeah.
and you don't realize it until the end or like halfway through. I think it just kind of adds to what it could be.
Let me comment on what you just said there. It builds the story. So that's the thing that makes a game even more engrossing is telling a good story.
Yeah.
When you think of good stories and watching a good movie, that's kind of what it was. It's been the
That's
thing.
all the movie is a story.
But back before the limitations of technology, you had good movies that could tell a good story, and games that were just fun.
Sure.
And now you're kind of seeing this, like with the games like The Order.
Uncharted.
Yeah, I
think Uncharted started a trend where
Did you say The Order was fun?
I'm just saying you're seeing that integration of
The Order
game
is
and
fun.
movie and that kind of thing.
You're just
But
an idiot.
so you could probably still tell a better story yet in a movie because that's the sole purpose of the movie. So a game like Far Cry, when you do have all this man, think of the kind of suspense
I
thrill
think
you
Far
could put
Cry's the
together.
perfect candidate
Yeah.
for a movie.
It's a good-
Did you have one more though? Is that?
No, I thought I did, but they're slipping my mind now.
I thought you were going to say Assassin's Creed there for a
It's
second.
already being done.
It's already being done too.
worked
Man,
on,
look at,
so I'm ready.
so Assassin's Creed's in the works.
Yeah, Ubisoft
Uncharted is in the
6
works.
games.
Yep. Last of Us is in the
movies.
works.
That was what I was.
Well,
gonna
that says
say
a lot
now.
about Ubisoft and how they tell their stories.
Yes.
If it's that,
Watch Dogs.
know,
However, and
easy.
Watch Dogs is one that's on the list for Ubisoft
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
So is Rainbow Six and Ghost Recon and Raving Rabbids.
I was going to say Rayman. Dang
Yeah,
it.
they've already got like a short series out.
Rabbids?
Yeah, for
Probably.
rabbits.
But I mean, they're working on like.
No, I know they do because I've
Pixar?
seen.
I mean,
No.
it's not
No, just no.
Will, have you been able to come up with anything?
I was going to say The Last of Us, but I mean, gotta watch.
I don't know that I could watch the Last of Us movie though, knowing that it's just gonna rip my heart out and stomp on it.
Even more so.
Yeah, like
Cried during the intro,
game just like Temple of Doom to me, just ripped it out and
I'm
crushed it
thinking
right in front of my face.
Maybe
and
Halo, but I don't know.
There's a Halo movie
was
being made,
teased before.
Yeah.
and there's
got-
already a bunch of Halo like spin-off movies.
Live action stuff.
Forward Until Dawn.
I was excited about the
didn't
whole
like
I didn't like it.
Bioshock thing.
It looked good, but I didn't like it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Bioshock's good. I like Bioshock.
I'm actually. Yeah, I got nothing.
we
But
stole
you know
all
what?
his.
It needs to be made right.
It needs to be made right. I was gonna say actually Bloodborne would be a
Watch
good
The
one.
Brotherhood.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it's got that whole Victorian London feel with werewolves and nonsense, and it's good. It's good. Actually, the developers actually made claims that they watched the movies to get it.
I can't say Batman because that's already happening.
I'll take another
There's
Batman.
already like a dozen Batman movies. Of
course.
I'll take more.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, of course he will. Oh yeah.
And Uncharted is being worked
Although
on.
I will say, an Arkham movie would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think you're going to see the end of all Arkham things now.
All right, I got
It's
one.
Arkham Knight.
I got one.
Oh yeah.
Okay, what you
that's
got?
Fine.
The Witcher.
Ooh, a book to a movie to a game.
To a
I
movie.
could see that.
Right.
No, I'm sorry. I said that out of order. A book to a game to a movie.
Yeah, so there's my pick, The Witcher. But we also want to know what you think. So tell us a game that should be made into a movie, and I'll have Gage send you something. I don't know what it is, but he's going to send you something. But we would love to hear from you.
Probably not a picture
of me.
YouTube.com/PSVGTV, or check us out on Facebook, Facebook.com/PressStartVG. Thank you as always. So much fun. We'll see you next time. Out.
Later.
Bye.
See ya.